I'm so close to a level up, I can almost taste it. Hi everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we managed to get past the halfway point, and we ran into a character known as L, or Le Croc. And this time, no, we're just gonna go to the lifehold that he found, and we can actually go there. So, first things first, there's a tyrant on the way there. Let's take care of it while we are here, shall we? Because we're near it, we can actually kill it very quickly. I believe he is coming back around. Yes, indeed, very quite. Hi, how's it going?
There
you go, flinch him, and then let's do a dive again. And then do this. Charge, and then there we go. Remember, the Divine Wind is a very annoying tyrant, I'll say this outright. He's not exactly that bad, but he can be very annoying if you're not careful. Although, to be fair though, he has a lot of debuffs on him right now, so kind of good, kind of not. But he's new using Rock Shot now, so kind of annoying. Not exactly as bad in terms of arts. Honestly, it's not the most threatening art he's got. Let's just force Topple again. There we go. And then let's use our Burst Grenade attack. Alright, good. We're doing a lot of damage already so far. It's already halfway dead. Honestly, we've got to destroy that push, very quickly, and I still have to get my dang defensive stance back up again. Unfortunately, until I get more battle points, I'm going to have to wait on defensive stance increasing. And there we go, we broke all the point boards on him. There we go, he's now broken, and I can actually do it again. There we go. And boom. And then doop, doop, and doop. Alright, he's almost done. Let's hopefully get the Divine Wind done, and I could do that, or I could ignore it for now and save my TP for the fight ahead. I think I'm gonna save my TP because the Rock Shot isn't exactly that threatening. So, and we leveled up. Now we're at level 15. We can actually go 15 level gear, and we got an Istria. That's the species name, which is actually pretty good. So, we are coming up very close to where we need to be. So, let's just go over there. There's no enemies that are going to be aggressive here. Thank goodness, because I really don't want to waste my time with these enemies because they are not exactly remotely a threat, and I'd rather not deal with them right now. Even though I'm close to level ups for everyone else, I'd rather not. Really, I'd rather not. So we're actually very close to an item. I believe there is something on this cliff side if we jump over to it. Let's just jump here, and then jump here, and then... Excuse you, game. Okay, fine. I'll do a super hop. Thank you. We can actually get to this dang nest. I believe this is a... I can't zoom out. Strange insect nest. Alright, that's good for me. 20 experience to battle points. I think I can upgrade offensive stance now, which is actually something I really want to upgrade because having offensive stance, like, not that long isn't exactly the most beneficial thing for me, so let's do that later. But first, we can make this 900. I might as well do that because A, it's more powerful now, and B, I'd rather have an art that does more damage right now, so let's just do that while we can. And then I think I'm going to see if I can upgrade anyone else's arts. So Elma can have Ghost Factory upgraded. Let's upgrade that, shall we? And then Stream Edge, let's upgrade that to 250. And then Lynn, ironically enough, has new art, which is Shield Wall, grants barrier to everyone. It's a very good art that stockpiles damage, so you can actually resist damage with this art. I recommend doing this outright compared to Flame Cloak, because Flame Cloak is kind of bad. Having a shield art is pretty much one of the best things. Barrier art's very, very, very good, especially on a certain art like that. So let's do that and get more TP. Very good. I'm pretty much done with that outright. I think the Gatling gun last one. There we go. We're actually done with that one, and I'm done with that. Let's check the skills and see what we can equip for now. I can actually equip one more skill for Elma. Elma actually has Master Edge. So that was a skill she got earlier, so pretty good. And that one's upgraded, and didn't want to back out again. I always do that. None for that, and Lao actually does have one kill shot. Kill shot's a boost in critical hit chance from auto attack, range attacks. With that done, let's upgrade Lao a little bit because we're going to be using him, so let's see what he has now. He has Overwhelm now, which increases fatigue. I think I'm going to get rid of Spiral Horn for that. Let's do that first, and then we'll actually go to doing Sidewinder. That way we have a 1600 damage and debuff resist on enemy down. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to upgrade the arts a little bit, and we're very close where we need to be, so We're coming up to a huge fight ahead, so we might as well do it. Anyway, there is an enemy here, which is a Spirit-ist that we've already fought Tyrants. This one is basically the same thing, just weaker. Really, not much difference compared to the other one, so let's just take care of this. And then boom, and then boom, and then finally boom, boom, boom. And then finally frame grenade. And it's dead. Class specialist increase. We got more power again. So yeah, Elmo got level up. I gained more power. And ironically enough, that means I'm rank 3 now, which means I can actually get a new skill. The new skill I got from this Samurai Gunner was CQC last class. And the other one boosts my auto attack, which is ironically pretty good. But the only one that really comes to mind is melee combo. If you want to do melee combos together, that's pretty much how it works. Starts as a melee attack. Really, it's not exactly a bad thing, but I'll say it was better. You learn better once you get to a certain point. Eventually you'll get access to a skill that pretty much really helps a lot more. There's actually 3 of these dang items here, so let's go and grab these while we can. And now we just have to walk our ways down, shall we? Prone. We're near Sunset Spring. Sunset Spring is where I was aiming for, so let's go and do that. There is something in the water, but as you see, it's on fire. That is not good for a piece of the lifehold.
Oh no! We were afraid of this.
But why? Do these monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the lifehold.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die, right?
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
Let's fight some prone destroyers. This is why you need to be level 15 for this. They are actually decently powerful and they will attack good range. Usually they have flame grenades, so very annoying art. So let's actually do some damage. You cannot target any body part yet. They have no body parts, but thankfully with Elma's new art, you actually do more damage and it's actually really good. So let's do that. Replay around. There we go. 1 down. 2 to go. We are getting close to the prone destroyer being dead at least. Having the AoE Tornado Blade in this fight is actually very recommended because you actually do more damage if you target it. And as well as having an aura, but right now though I'm kind of stuck with what I got, so let's just actually topple the Prone Destroyer again. There we go, and then I can finally be targeted, and it's almost dead. Very good. Last Prone Destroyer left, and someone leveled up, ranked up as well. I can't really tell what Lynn got because I didn't see what she was doing before. My apologies. Boom. And I have to wait for this art to recharge. And flame grenade. Okay, not enough. If it was still in there, I would do it, but right now it's fine. Wild Slam is pretty much another art that basically does damage. Whatever. I'll just topple you to stop you from hitting me too much. And then we're good. We have almost killed this fight entirely.
Mistress Goetia, these are Earth beings.
Well, well, well. Seeing truly is believing, isn't it? Who would have thought?
Prone. But they're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Wait. Human extinction is duty. Our duty is Ganglion.
Ganglion? So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. Who gives you the right to destroy the lifehold?
Is that what you call it? So pretty. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping friends.
Fighting against Scolita, the leader of the Ganglion that's been attacking us for a little bit. But she's not the true leader. No, there's more. If you want to do this fight optimally, I recommend making sure you go after the Moon Rocks over here. They are unique enemies that are basically right hands with Ganglion. So let's actually do that and get rid of their backs. They actually have breakable body parts, unlike the other Ganglions. So let's actually do that quickly. Very good. We're doing a lot of damage already, and I'm kind of stunned. Can I please break? Thank you. Get rid of the Moon Rocks, because if we don't get rid of them now, we will not be able to take care of them quickly. So let's first make sure to concentrate fire. Okay, we're good. We're on concentrated fire right now. So let's actually do that. No topple. So very annoying. Unfortunately, we can't exactly do a whole lot right now. That's why the recommended level was 15. So correctly I have to develop Gotia, so she's going to basically do some more paralysis. Annoying combat strategy aside, she does stagger a lot. Be careful what bonus she has access to and who she's targeting, because it sucks when they get hit, so you can't really do much about it. Okay, this Menace almost about to die, at least. This Rook is about to go down at least. We just need to take care of him first. And go around and increase our dang TP. And I'm going to use the AoE, even though they're not toppled, so we can actually do some damage. Very good. One down. Not Gotia again. I don't want to go for Gotia. I want it. Okay, the one is already down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Double kick is a typical art that she has. Obnoxious, but not exactly that bad. Dodge. And now she's broken. I can topple you, and then I can do a hello. I said topple you. No, stop that. Stop that right now. You're banned from doing that, Gotia. You're banned from doing that. And then let's do that entirely, and then very good. We're almost done. And she's done.
Touch! Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed!
Mr. Scolidia, now, quickly!
A well-fought victory indeed. Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the mech. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course. They were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle. I'm absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, El. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, Treasure Trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook?
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, we're not like the Ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right, let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
For completing Gen's Gotia, she actually grants you her own hollow figure and electrified Xenoblade, which I guess it makes sense. Unfortunately, it seems that we've lost a piece of the lifehold, sadly, the library, which means Earth's archives are now gone. However, there is a droppable item nearby. We actually are near it. If we just swim all the way over here, I believe it's above us, which is admittedly one of the more nuancing things. I'd run back, but I really don't want to, so let's take care of this first.
Engaging.
And then we can just take care of this and get to that item because it's a question. And boom, and go around and then topple. And then we're almost done. Boom, 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 and boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. And done. Gold chest, nice. We got Worn Combat Vest, which is actually a pretty decent item, but not exactly the best thing in the world. What it mainly was telling us that outright is we got a good item, but whatever. We're almost done with these Indras, so I can actually finally go after, you know, things I need to go after right now. We're kind of stuck. Decoy round does still do his top dang taunt, so it's actually pretty good if you need it. Although, in terms of damage, I still need more, so I still have to wait a bit. Honestly, getting morale is a pain in the neck as certain arts are blocked by it, so pretty good. There's a cave over here, by the way, in case you want to go after it, and I recommend going there first. Let's go and mist. Whatever. Offensive stance. Let's stick to the spring NGO to actually get to the item. I just want to get to that item quickly. And there we go, 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 there we go. And boom, and then your butt's open. I can actually attack that butt. And boom, boom, boom. Rank up for Lao, and you got Executioner, which is a very powerful art. Let's actually check out the art before we do anything else. This vehicle wreckage is what I was going after, so we're gonna be here later anyway. So let's check out that art. Lao's new art is Executioner, which is probably a good art. Actually, no, it's not Execution for Lao. What the heck am I saying? He got Hawkeye, which is admittedly pretty decent as an art. So I believe it was Hellfire for Lyn, which means she finally has another TP art of Aura. She boosts the damage. Not exactly the most damaging art she has right now. She kind of is stuck in damage-wise. Unfortunately, her class doesn't really get many options for that kind of attacks. Now, Elma has a new TP art that's for a range attack, which is basically a single target physical attack that increases power if it's during a range combo. So, for example, if she does another range attack and does those Executioner afterwards, it does more damage. Basically 200%. So it's actually pretty good in terms of arts. I got a new art known as Flash Grenade, which is an electric art that also causes blackout, which blackout automatically causes lower accuracy. It's decent, I guess, but it's not the best art you can get in the world. There are better. Anyway, this alien wreckage over here is actually something I wanted to go after. It looks like a broken skull. Experience, money, and battle points. Rather, 1 battle point and experience up 3. Really good to get. In this cave is where you could have gone the other way. However, as you painfully can see, you're going to be outclassed in level-wise. The only reason you want to go here is to get the skull wreckage before you go. Because you can come back here later, but the air enemies here are, well, scary. Mining Probe G7 is actually one of the best things you can get here, and the Experience 3 is something you're going to want for your character. Now that we're done with all that, let's head back to the main area of New LA, because we're pretty much done with everything we have to do here. We can't really do much else, so let's just get out of here, don't we? We're actually pretty high level now, thanks to going through the missions. So, let's actually head over to Commander and tell him the bad news, unfortunately.
Either you picked up another Xeno, or someone's been holding their breath too long.
This is Elle. We met in Noctilum.
We are El Sirif, if it please you. This planet has been our home since days of yore.
Oh, a long-time resident?
That's why we brought him back. His knowledge could prove invaluable. I'd like to request permission for him to stay in New LA.
We can't allow just anyone to waltz into our city on a whim. How much do we know about him?
I know enough. Enough to say that we can trust him.
All Mirror natives are good, honest folk.
Yes, Tatsu, yes. Anyway, Elma, you do seem quite sure of yourself. All right, I'll share the responsibility. He can stay. If that's acceptable, Mr. Director General?
If you're both certain, so be it.
Many thanks, good sirs. Truly, we are walking on the 9th cloud of 7th heaven. Please call us El. The rest is far too formal. And honestly, we prefer El anyway.
More importantly, Colonel, what happened with the lifehold unit?
I see. So it wasn't the core after all.
No. We confirmed it was one of the archive units. Unit number 07.
07? That would be the LC repository, wouldn't it?
One of 3, but yes. The entirety of the Library of Congress archives. As I recall, the data was stored on units 07 through 09.
Well, thank God it wasn't the core. This situation could have been a lot worse.
I wonder... The LC archives contained nearly every published work in mankind's history. It's not like it's just a bunch of random books and manuscripts, you know. It's a history of human thought, a record of opinions and emotions.
I mean, yeah, sure, but...
So if you stop and consider what it means to lose even a third of that data, it's a cultural and historical loss of catastrophic proportions.
We do have parity data for the archives here. We know which unit was lost, so hopefully we can find some way to restore it.
Let's hope so.
Moving on. These Ganglion, you're certain they were involved in the destruction of Earth?
Here, see for yourself. The left shot is from a battle over Beijing, the right from our encounter.
Son of a... Is it possible this is their native planet?
Tatsu told us they aren't from here, and Elle confirmed it. They're recent arrivals. Very recent.
So, either it's one hell of a coincidence, or they followed us.
Considering they appear to be systematically targeting the lifehold, I'd say that leaves no question they followed us here.
Could they possibly know the purpose of the lifehold?
Maybe the whole reason we haven't found the core yet is because those scumbags already trashed it.
If so, none of us would be here talking in the first place, would we?
You got a point there.
This information doesn't leave this room. But we've had several recent Pathfinder reports of Xeno sightings and contact. They may or may not be Ganglion. But regardless, I propose we double down on our defenses going forward.
That'll be all, Elma. Please continue hunting for any signs of the lifehold.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
Chapter 4 is now complete. We got a storage quote for our troubles as well as doing that. Now we know the Ganglion are the ones that are attacking us. And And we got L, a unique shield trooper that's alternative from us. Mindstorm is an art that's basically for L that heals HP and grants potential up for all allies. Dual Dynamo is an art that basically boosts his own potential, melee attack, and range attack up by any stage he needs. It really increases in power the more you level it up. His knowledge allows us to basically learn more things about Nira. And he's now a shield trooper, so let's actually give Lynn a break and actually have L in the party. As you can see, we have more alternate party members that now we have available to us. Now I've reached level 15. There is a lot of party members that you get access to and eventually, and it's actually one of the bigger things about the game. With that done, we're done with everything there, and we can save the game, but I'm not going to do that.
Wish I was this strong.
We have level up, and it's now 1 minute Collectopedia, whatever. I already know about the Collectopedia. I don't need to worry about it right now. So instead, we are going to, well, end this off right here. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, we will be going and trying to do some Infinity missions today. So, see you all next time.